Hello and welcome to Wheels Up. I'm Athena and I'll be your host today. I'm so excited to take you on an amazing journey brought to you by the Sunrise Association, Sunrise Studios, and our friends at American Airlines. While we're on our adventure, see if you can spot Wings, our special airplane friend, in 3 different places. After our adventure, please join us for some super fun games and crafts. Are you ready? Fasten your seatbelts and let's go on an adventure. Here to kick us off is a special representative from American Airlines.
Welcome passengers, I'm American Airlines Flight Attendant Delaney Bailey. Welcome aboard our very special flight today with the Sunrise Association and American Airlines. Are you ready for a fantastic adventure? Buckle up, sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight.
Hey there, Wheels Up adventurers! Are you ready for a ride? How about chugging through the rugged Old West? Or what about racing on electric rails with some of your favorite Pokémon? We can even hop on a futuristic locomotive floating like magic. All aboard! It's time for us to ride amazing trains of the world. To kick things off, we'll board our American Airlines flight to Flagstaff, Arizona. Once we land, it'll be time to hit the rails. In fact, it looks like our train is rolling into the station right now. Hold on to your hats, because this is the Grand Canyon Railway, the wildest ride in the wilderness. Since 1901, the Grand Canyon Railway has been taking passengers on a rip-roaring journey right to the doorstep of one of our planet's natural wonders, the Grand Canyon. This rustic old steam engine is more than just a way of getting around, though. It's an off-the-rails railroad adventure where we can meet wacky, costumed characters and traveling musicians eager to strike up some cowboy tunes.
Does that look fun to you?
Fun fact number 1. The Grand Canyon Railway is home to some of the last remaining steam trains in the world. These trains need to be fed lots and lots of fuel, like wood or coal, to keep chug-a-chug chugging along. We call the person who adds all of this fuel the stoker. And I sure am stoked they're here. We wouldn't get far without them. The real star of the show, though, is nature itself. And our train can drop us right here at the rim of the Grand Canyon, one of our planet's 7 natural wonders.
Wow, that's amazing.
The Grand Canyon is a perfect place to enjoy breathtaking views, go hiking, or even visit cliffside ruins left by the Puebloan people, who used to, and still do, call this canyon home. I don't know about you though, but after a short hike, I'm ready to get back on the rails. And perfect timing. Our next train is leaving the station soon, and you won't want to miss it. Better get moving. We have a long flight ahead of us. We're off to Paris, France. Welcome to one of the world's most legendary trains, the Orient Express. Rail enthusiasts from all over the globe flock to this luxury railroad. While we ride along the tracks, we can admire amazing views outside as our train carries us in style past the rolling hills of the Parisian countryside, stunning vistas of the snow-capped Alps, and all the way to the historic cities of Turkey. And if you thought the views outside were incredible, just wait till you see the inside of this one-of-a-kind, fanciest, schmanciest of all trains. Fun fact number 2, the Orient Express is considered the most luxurious and most expensive train in the world. On board, we'll find gold-plated rail cars and beautiful wood panels, home to private cabins with the finest, fluffiest bedding, decadent dining cars, and even a piano lounge where passengers put on glamorous outfits and enjoy extravagant drinks while the spectacular landscape rolls past.
Ooh, count me in.
Who knew railroads could be so ritzy? Gosh, I could probably live on that last train. But now that the Orient Express has carried us from Europe to Asia, we're just a short flight to Japan, where a one-of-a-kind locomotive is pulling into the station. And trust me, this is one train you'll want to catch. Outside the window, it might be snowy, but inside it's warm, comfy, bright, and buzzing with energy from everyone's favorite electric mouse type. Can you guess who? It's Pikachu! And he'll be riding with us today as we board the Pokémon with You train that runs from Ichinoseki Station to the city of Tokyo. Each seat on this train has a different Pokeball attached, and the seats themselves look like Pikachu. So do the floors, the curtains, the walls, the food. This whole train is positively covered in Pikachu.
Aw, so cute.
And if we follow Pikachu's footprints, they'll lead us here, the playroom. Shoes off, because this plush train car is full of cozy Pikachu toys, cuddly couches, silly costumes, and everything we need to get cozy and play while the Japanese countryside rolls by our windows. Listen closely.
Pikachu?
Did you hear Pikachu making the announcements? That means we're arriving at another station. Fun fact number 3. Each station this train stops at has a unique Pokémon stamp for passengers to collect. Gotta stamp them all! But now that our Pokédex is complete, it's time to keep the good times rolling because our final train is faster, smoother, and slicker than anything ever before. And it doesn't even need wheels. What could this amazing train possibly be? Let's catch a flight to Shanghai, China to find out. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, allow me to present you to the Shanghai Maglev. The train's name, Maglev, is a combination of words magnetic and levitation. And, well, that's just what it does. Using powerful electromagnets, this train floats over the tracks where it's free to reach speeds that seemed impossible only a few years ago. How fast is fast? How does over 311 miles per hour sound to you? That's way faster than even the fastest race car. Not only does levitation let these trains move lightning fast, it also means they aren't shaking or rattling against the ground, making them quiet to hear and smooth to ride. Oh, and here's fun fact number 4. Maglev trains don't have an engine. Instead, these trains are propelled forward using special magnets on the bottom of the train and hidden in the tracks. If you've ever played with magnets, you know that opposite poles attract, and like poles push away from each other. That pushing and pulling is exactly what causes the Maglev train's amazing ability to float and move so incredibly fast. It might look like magic, but it's all science.
Fascinating.
And if this wasn't enough, Maglev trains also produce almost no pollution at all, and they require less energy to operate than any other locomotive, making them both super exciting for passengers and healthier for our environment than any other railway before. And this is only the beginning. As I'm speaking right now, engineers are actively testing new Maglev inventions, some of which can already travel at more than 620 miles per hour. Holy guacamole, that's fast! It's even faster than a jet plane, making these trains the fastest form of public transportation ever. So keep a sharp eye out, because there are lots and lots and lots of plans to build maglev railways all over the globe. The future sure is looking bright for trains. Just be sure to look fast before they speed right past you. Wow, what a ride! Did you enjoy the trip as much as I did? What train was your favorite? The Old West diesel engine? The Pikachu electric rails? Or maybe you liked the finer things on the Orient Express. Whatever your preference, I hope you're arriving at the station as a train lover like me. Now though, it's time to catch our American Airlines flight for trivia, games, and crafts. See you next time!
Wow, that was an incredible adventure. We discovered so much. Did you spot Wings the airplane? Great job. I think it's time for another game now. Come on.
Heyo Wheels Up, rail lovers! It's time to kick back and enjoy some scenic train-side views. Keep a sharp eye out though, because I'll be hiding along the way. Can you spot me through the window? Wow, what a gorgeous ride! Did you find me all 5 times? Let's look again. Nice work! Thanks for riding along.
Great job. That was so much fun. Time to hop on our flight to the Sunrise Treehouse for some arts and crafts. Are you ready? Let's go.
Hi adventurers, my name is Lindsay and I'm so excited to do a craft with you today. Today we traveled around the world looking at lots of amazing trains, so we're going to be making our own chugging train. Hope you have fun! Here are the supplies you'll need. 3 pieces of construction paper, any color, 15 to 20 popsicle sticks, markers, crayons, or colored pencils, tape, glue, string, and scissors. So we're going to start off by grabbing some popsicle sticks, about 15 to 20. So I'm just going to grab a bunch here, and first I'm going to cut them in half. And if you need help with this part, feel free to ask an adult. So I'm just cutting each of them in half, just like this. Some popsicle sticks are harder to cut than others, so again, make sure to ask an adult if you need help. So now I'm going to grab some more popsicle sticks to make the sides of our train tracks. And you can make the train tracks as long or short as you'd like, just depends how many popsicle sticks you use. So I'm going to break my train tracks into 3 sections, and the first section is going to have 5 rails. So here are my 5 rails, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And at each end of each rail, we're going to put 1 dot of glue. So let's grab our glue and put 1 dot here, 1 dot here, and do the same thing for each rail. Now we're going to take our long sides and put them on just like this. See how it's starting to look like a train track? Now I'm gonna do that 2 more times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab my glue and add the dots. And then again, I'm going to grab my long popsicle sticks and attach them on either side, just like this. So now I only have 4 rails left, which is actually perfect because this piece that we're making is going to connect the 2 other sections of our track. So we need to leave a little space on either end. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. So we're going to, again, do our glue dots. And then we're going to arrange them so there's a little bit of space at each end, just like this. So now we're going to put our excess popsicle sticks to the side and let our tracks dry for just a minute. Now we're going to very carefully grab our connector piece and be very careful because it might still be a little bit wet. If it falls apart, you can just put it back together, no problem. So we're going to slide this in the middle of our train tracks. Now that I've figured out how far apart these top and bottom tracks need to be, I'm going to put some glue dots right on the edges so that I can attach this middle piece just like this. So now I'm going to carefully move this to the side to fully dry, and we're going to start constructing our train. So now that our train tracks are drying, I'm going to grab some construction paper to start making our train. And you can use any colors you'd like. Today I have green, purple, and pink. So I'm going to grab a pair of scissors and cut my first piece of paper about this thick. And then I'm going to cut off about 2 inches from the end to make it a little bit shorter. Then I'm going to cut another piece of paper about the same size. So just like this. You can even use your first piece to measure if you'd like. Just like this. And then for my last piece of paper, I'm going to cut it a little bit thicker, but the same length. So we want it to be thicker like this, but just as long. And now I'm actually going to take this extra green piece that we have over here, and I'm going to set it aside, and we're going to make that into our smokestack. And now I'm going to cut another strip of pink paper. and I'm going to make it a little bit thinner and not as long. So just like this. Now I'm going to put my paper scraps aside and start assembling and decorating my train. Now we're going to locate the top center of our larger piece of paper, and we're going to just kind of fold this in half, and right in that spot, cut a little tiny slit like this. Then we're going to cut this into a circle. There we go. And now we are going to cut 2 slits on either side of this circle a little bit lower down. So we're going to fold our paper the other way like this and cut 1 slit here and 1 slit here. Now we're going to measure these against our thin strip of paper to make sure that it would fit inside. And as you can see, our slit is a little too short. That's totally okay. We're going to just cut it a little bit longer so that it's the same length as this strip of paper. So do it just like this. And then we're going to cut the other one to the same size. And now let's try that again. Maybe do it a little bit longer. And make sure this other side matches. Perfect. Now I'm going to take that back out and we're going to decorate our train before we start assembling it. So you can decorate your train however you'd like. I think I'm just going to add some windows. Okay, so I'm going to grab a marker. I think I'll use a blue marker. And I'm going to draw some windows on the right side of each piece of paper. So I'm gonna draw some windows right here and just make sure it's not too close to the edge, because when we roll them, we wanna make sure that we can still see the windows. So here are my windows right here. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, and again, just make sure it's not too close to the edge. And then we're going to repeat the same thing on our other strips of paper. So now we have one more piece to decorate, and that is our thinner piece of construction paper right here. And we're going to fold that into thirds. So fold it in like this, and then fold this side back like that. And then we're going to decorate these 2 sides. So I'm going to make 2 windows, just like this. I got a window here and a window there. Okay. Now I'm going to take my other piece of paper over here and roll it into the smokestack. I'm gonna roll it just like this and make sure it fits before I tape it. So let's see. Perfect. Grab my tape and tape it just like this. So now that I have all my pieces ready to go, I'm going to start assembling my train. So I'm going to take my largest train car and roll it just like this, and then tape it together. And we're gonna tape it right at the very edges so that we can see our windows, just like this. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the other two train cars. So roll them up just like this and tape them at the very edges. If you'd like, you can also tape it on the inside so you don't see the tape, but whatever is easier for you. Now I'm going to assemble the engine by adding the smokestack and the conductor window. So I'm just going to slip my smokestack right into the hole we created. And you might have to squeeze it a little bit. There we go, just like this. And then we're going to grab our conductor windows and slide that right into those slits we created. So just like this, and just like this. So now that our train cars are all set, we're going to arrange them like this. And don't worry if they roll around a little bit. And then I'm going to grab some string and cut it so that it's a little bit longer on both ends than the length of my train. So just like this. And now my last step is to feed the string through my train cars and tape it down. So I'm just pulling it through like this, and through the next one, and the last one. Now I'm going to just put a piece of tape connecting the string to each car so that it stays in place. And you can pick your smokestack up a little bit if you need to. So I'm just going to feed the tape right here. And again, make sure there's a little bit of string hanging off on either end of the train. So here's my next car. And just make sure you're putting this tape on the bottom of the train car so that your windows are still on either side. And now here we have our chugging train that can move back and forth on the tracks we made. So let's grab our tracks, put our train right on top, and there we go. Choo-choo. I hope you had so much fun making this chugging train, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.
Wow, we had so much fun crafting with you today. And now we're coming in for a landing at our final destination, our amazing trivia game, where you will have more fun with trivia questions about our adventure today. I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. Each question will have 4 answers, but only one is correct. Can you get the right answer? Let's play. Welcome to trivia. Question 1. On a train, the stoker is in charge of
A. Wearing fancy clothes, B. Catching Pokémon, C. Writing books, or D. Fueling the train? The answer is D. Fueling the train. Question 2. The world's fanciest train is A. The Fancy Pants Express, B. The Orient Express, C. The Grand Canyon Railway, or D. The Pokémon with You train? The answer is B. The Orient Express. Question 3. The Pokémon with You train brings passengers to A. Tokyo, B. Paris, C. The Grand Canyon, or D. Pikachu's house? The answer is A. Tokyo. Question 4. What's the fastest form of public transportation? Is it A. Jet plane, B. Subway, C. Maglev train, or D. Power walking? The answer is C. Maglev train. Question 5. The maglev trains are powered by A. Steam engines, B. Electromagnets, C. Pikachu, or D. Cowboys? The answer is B. Electromagnets. Thanks for playing.
Thanks for watching this episode of Wheels Up. I had so much fun with you today on our adventure, crafting, and playing our games. Did you know that there are so many more Wheels Up adventures waiting for you to enjoy? Just head to our YouTube channel or download the Sunrise Studios app, available on your mobile phone, tablet, or smart TV. We can't wait to see you at our next flight with Wheels Up. Brought to you by Sunrise Association, Sunrise Studios, and American Airlines. See you next time. Bye!